Doing a check live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. There are a few minutes left to go until College Hockey Buzz takes on the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation, but we're doing a quick check here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. But we will have your broadcast in just a couple of moments, so make sure to keep tuning in to BSB. Hello and welcome to this presentation of Breakout Sports Broadcasting. I'm John Matthew, joined alongside you for this adventure between the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation and College Hockey Buzz. This is Breakout Sports Broadcasting live from the RWJ Barnabas Health Hockey House in Newark, New Jersey. Dylan Manfrey on camera, Colton Reynolds on the stream engineering side. Once again, I'm John Matthew, and we got a great matchup for you today. We got a 3-1-0-0 College Hockey Buzz team and an undefeated John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation squad with a lot of stars all over the place. They've got a great squad. They've been performing all season long. Evan Redmond with 20 points on the year and 8 goals. That's good for a top 4 finish in all of the JPL. Obviously, the goals leader is JT Verdino and Ryan Callahan for the Jersey Pro League, but we will not see them tonight. We got 2 games on tap as well. We've got another game between Synergy and Homegrown after this one that is slated to start at 8:45. But today, we have an undefeated John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation squad led by a lot of great stars, and obviously in net, you have Matthew Carter, who's been an absolute star all throughout the JPL season, has been fantastic, and obviously Demetrios Koulimanis has been great as well. But when you talk about this team, it is Matthew Carter with 165 saves on the season for this squad, and he's been fantastic. 8.64 save percentage on the year, and comes in with 5.40 goals allowed average, which is a top 5 finish in the Jersey Pro League on the club side. He's been fantastic, and the numbers for goaltenders don't always tell the story. Carter has just been consistent on saves. When you're 5-0, you usually have a pretty good goaltender. So we're about to get underway here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. And again, we do have a second game tonight. So this is an interesting one because for College Hockey Buzz, a lot of the teams that they've played are in the bottom half of the JPL. They have not been tested. That 3-1 record of theirs has not been tested a ton yet this season. They've got some great players, and JP Zuck will be the goaltender tonight for College Hockey Buzz and that squad. So again, this is their test. They're going against the best team in all of the Jersey Pro League on the club side in the club division as we're about to begin the first period of action here on BSB. They're going against great players like Clayton Pryal, Evan Redmond, who's been fantastic, and Hollis Hollywood Humphreys, who are here tonight. But College Hockey Buzz, they've got a lot of players with some great statistics and a great squad. Logan Ritter obviously leads the way for this team with 11 points on the year, and Kevin Marquez has been fantastic with points per game. He is actually number 1 in all the JPL along with Ryan Callahan. So it's the test, though, because those numbers, are they against teams that you kind of want to have those numbers against? Are they teams that you can replicate those numbers against? Obviously, everyone in the JPL, there's a lot of close teams. There's a lot of close competition, but we'll see what College Hockey Buzz is able to do. They currently sit at number 2 in the standings of the Jersey Pro League as we're getting warm-ups underway in just a couple of moments here. We're continuing our warm-up, and we're about to play. As the buckets of pucks get put back, there is the puck at center ice. So we'll see what College Hockey Buzz is able to do against a very strong John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation team. And what makes this team go? What makes JMGF go? It's their physicality. They've got a lot of size and a lot of great scorers, and they're able to spread the puck very well. They're players that have played with each other a lot. They've been together. They know how to play with each other. So that's a big thing, and has worked out to a 5-0 record. And they've beaten all the top teams in the Jersey Pro League, all the great teams that have come out of the JPL. So it's a team that's being tested tonight. College Hockey Buzz taking on the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. We're about to begin right here. Some high fives between everybody and scoredly approaching center ice. So we're going to face off with the captain, David Sekowitz. "15 minutes per period here in the Jersey Pro League. And we have face-off that goes the way of the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Welcome to the Jersey Pro League here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. As Styles holds this puck in the defensive zone, and things will get a bit slower. Again, JMGF perfection being tested against College Hockey Buzz. Shots it in on Carter, and that's deflected out and all the way out of play with 14:40 in the first 20 seconds. We'll get a face-off, and that gets out of play. And Carter stands tall to start things out. So we'll get a face-off with Sekowitz leading the way. So this similar face-off. This time with Clayton Pryal goes the way of CHB, and they pretty much rock San Jose Sharks Compa uniforms. Good body out in front. And Clayton Pryal, who's been fantastic, has facilitated the puck quite well this season. Shots it in from Hollywood Humphreys, and that strike just goes a bit too high. He always comes in with a ton of power. Back behind the cage of Clayton Pryal. And Pryal will weave this puck back around, looking towards the point, trying to get this out. And that puck is sent into the neutral zone, rolls all the way down to the defensive zone with Styles. And Styles will have to recover. Good front by Meehan to make things a bit more difficult. Telkowski gets rid of that puck, plays for TCNJ. A lot of TCNJ love on this squad for CHB. In theory, you get a lot of great guys from TCNJ as well. Matt Hughes is a John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation member. We'll see how much we get of him tonight. Styles trying to weave in towards the slot, can't do so, gets that puck poked away. With some foggy glass on the inside, so we'll see how much, one, you're able to see it, and how much I'm able to see it, so that'll be fun to work with. Giederman trying to move this puck around. And gets almost bodied up on the inside. Good work by Ritter. Ritter has, again, had a fantastic season. Logan Ritter comes out of the Boston Hockey Academy. One of the better players in the Jersey Pro League, and they'll have to wait to get back on site here. And he's a big reason why this College Hockey Buzz team has been able to do so well. His physicality is something that will have to be matched by JMGF tonight, and it's been something that they've done well all throughout the season so far. It's why they're undefeated. Weaving on in, trying to work towards that high slot, loses the puck for a moment as Redmond tries to work. And good defensive fight from College Hockey Buzz as Helkowski works his way down, sends a shot in, and Carter will glove it up. And we'll get the stoppage, and a very late one at that, with 12:44 left to go in period number 1. Another night of JPL puck at the RWJ Barnabas Health Hockey House. It's been a great season so far. We thank you all for sticking around with us throughout the year. There was a broadcast a couple nights ago. We didn't have the call, and I was there talking to no one. I was talking to ghosts. But it's all right. Redmond weaving through, shuts it in. That's too high. A couple of shots have gone high of the cage so far this season, or this game so far for the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Working back in. There's Sterno. One of the Sterno brothers, Mason and Spencer. That one being Spencer. Or Mason. Goal, pass inside, and that'll go through Zuck. And they score. 1-0 opens it up for the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Just tap that on through. So Zuck gives up goal number 1, and College Hockey Buzz down 0-1. Here to work things out as we'll take another look at that goal and see exactly how that went on through. This was a very nice setup and a very quick pass on a heater. Just tapped it on through. Not much Zuck could get in front of that one. He got a good position, but was unable to find it. So JMGF opens things up. Styles. Winding through with Styles. Tries to go in. He falls down and gets hurt. He gets hit. No injuries in the JPL, we hope. 11:48. Frascone working through. Spencer Sterno gets that puck taken away for a moment. Almost tapped in through, and Zuck's able to get the pad out. That West Virginia pad. And save that one. So Mason Sterno will get this pass all the way down the ice. Can't get that cleanly on the stick. Mikey Holzapfel. Smith. Looking. Shot. Carter glove. Nice glove save by Matthew Carter. And prevents this from becoming a 1-1 contest here in the Jersey Pro League. 11:20 left to go. Get a face-off to the right of Carter. Goes the way of JMGF. We tapped on down. Frascone weaving through. He's got Styles. They don't have numbers, but they got a shot, and that's saved on the stick, it sounded like. Shots it in on Jones, and Jones is able to shoot that puck to the glove of Zuck, and he taps it away. Fight for it inside. A big race coming up here for DiGeronimo. DiGeronimo from the circle sends a shot. Carter's in front. The positioning of Carter has always been solid. Styles back with it. Pokes this puck over. Frascone trying to tap this on his skates and get that through. And here comes Frascone. Back around the cage. Causing disruption. Matthew D'Argento. CHB trying to get this out of their zone here. Still with possession, but JMGF with a lot of bodies in here. Now it's sent back over towards Hollywood, and he scores on that pass. They took it away, applied pressure. We're able to get the puck right to Hollywood, and he scores. It's 2-0. So we'll take a look at that goal from Hollywood Humphreys, and Hollis Just found the right spot. Yeah, those foggy windows make it a bit tough to see sometimes, but was fed right towards the slot. Hollywood's in a perfect spot. And the showbiz continues for Mr. Humphries. 10:15 left to go, and this puck is taken away. Humphries working through into the offensive zone. Winds through. What a move between the legs, and a better save by Zuck. Hollywood, fantastic work by him. Giederman looking through. Shuts it over. Pryle looking for the pass. Back up towards the point with Giederman again. He's got Gold on his left. Opts to wind onto the right side. Tried to get that back, but Meehan's able to intercept. And Pryle with an interception of his own. Back behind now with Scorley. Scorley almost loses the puck, but Scorley's able to find space for it. And Meehan with disruption yet again. College hockey buzz. Try to do how John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation scored their goal with pressure on this side of the ice. Karsich back in the corner now. The tough fight from Giederman. Karsich winning it for now on a pass. Saved by Carter. Carter has been in position time and time again tonight. It's only the early goings of the first period. Meehan trying that half swing. He almost gets that puck taken away. Poked out by Scorley. College hockey buzz recovering yet again for now. Karsich trying to keep this in, but JMGF back there for it. With Giederman again, who's been busy on the puck in this shift. Held up on the blue line, back with Scorley. Scorley looking in, tries to get it to Pryle. Pryle back with it, and almost gets that pass through, but Hollywood will recover. Shots it in by Humphries, and that's off the pads of Zuck. Two CHB bodies. Humphries there for it, though. Trying to keep this in. It has been tough to clear for CHB tonight. Humphries looking through. Back with Stiles near the top. There's a shot saved by Zuck. CHB, they don't have numbers, but they've got Helkowski coming through. Helkowski, the freight train coming down, gets that puck disrupted, but it's back with Redmond now, and they recover. Just over 8 left to go, and Evan Redmond. Helkowski staying busy on the puck. Back with CHB, looking through, and Carter staying aware. Disruption right near that corner now. CHB keeping this on. It's been a physical game so far. Holzapfel back with it. Mason Sternell was trying to get on this puck. Almost got that pass to the circle inside, but could not make that connection. Through the foggy windows, they find a way through with Mason Sternhell. Opts for that pass through. Carter's there for it. Almost a dangerous play. As CHB's looking to tie things up here. Looked back towards the slot. Helkowski couldn't get that on his stick. It's a tougher pass, and that just could not get through. Goes all the way down the ice, and the self-icing almost, basically. It's what it feels like if you're CHB. With 7:15 left to go. Only the first period of play. Here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting, tried to get that puck to Odell, and that's taken back by JMGF. Stiles with it. Crossing through, and CHB trying to clear this puck out again. Redmond at the top, has Stiles with him. Working on through, and that's saved. O'Donnell making a nice move, but Zuck now back with it again is he, and he gets that saved. Zuck keeping his team in this game. Tried to pass that, but it just went off the back end of the cage. Almost sticked down by Redmond, but it did enough to get it back to Gold in the defensive zone. Change on for College Hockey Buzz. John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation trying to take advantage and just could not communicate properly. We're CHB. They almost had a run at that. They're just trying to create some offense here. It's held back by CHB again. Just over 6 left to go in our first period of play. Marquez gets bodied by Gold. And that will allow Giederman to hold on to the puck. Facing some tough pressure for Spencer Sternhell is Giederman. Back over to Gold now, and Gold will offer the pass back at the top. Frascone looking through. Again, still bodies back defensively for CHB. Frascone surveying. And Gold trying to keep this on. He can't do so. So with about 5.5 left to go, JMGF will get an opportunity to reset. So far, they're up 2-0. They're on the quest to complete an undefeated season. As Matt Goggin sends this inside. Just couldn't get a shot through that pass, as this will be cleared up by Spencer Sternhill. Back in, no tip in, and a save by Zuck with 5:12. 2-0 hockey game. John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation up 8-5 in shots so far. Face off inside, and Gold will take it back at the point. Gold looking through so far this game, despite the 2-0 scoreline, has been quite entertaining. It is not to your board tonight. Taking in, back of the outside. Meehan trying to get on this puck. As Garcic continue to apply pressure. Back with Gold, looking through, and that pass intercepted the circle. And Meehan's all alone down the other side. Can he cut the deficit? Meehan looking through, and it drifts through. 2-1. John Meehan from Quinnipiac cuts it to a 1-goal deficit with a filthy move, and it just slid slowly past Carter. And college hockey boys, you can talk about the teams that they've played. They have held strong with an undefeated John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation team, and John Meehan was able to make a fantastic move. It was a great pass as well. He was all alone, and Meehan just slid that through. So with under 5 to go, it's a 2-1 game now, and John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation has some competition in the Jersey Pro League. Taken back by JMGF, looking to respond now. Almost found Pryle. Stiles looking to recover, and the one thing about JMGF, usually when they face a threat, they respond. Backhand opportunity just goes too high. They've had a few shots just go too high at the cage. The shot total is accurate, but in terms of how many shots they've got in the area, it's a bit different. They've had about 3 or 4 shots that were just over, and almost looking for another breakaway opportunity, but he's offside. So with 3:59 left to go, we'll get a moment to breathe. Going to face off on the opposite side. John Meehan. Perfect positioning. You can call it a cherry pick all you want. JMGF wasn't back for it as Mason Sternhill sends a shot. That's saved by Carter. And Carter got in front of that breakaway, but only so much you could do with some great players coming. Smith sent that in, and Carter is able to deflect, it looked like. Now back with Pryle, though, as they work their way down the other side. Pryle taps it in front, shots it in, and it's right between the paddings of JP Zuck. This Mountaineer goaltender has led his team to climb to second place in the standings of the Jersey Pro League Club Division. They got some losses. They got a loss by Homegrown that let them get into that spot. But obviously everyone's chasing the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. This puck intercepted in the slot. They were looking for Hollywood. Sometimes Hollywood gets intercepted. Mason Sternhill with a shot, rebound opportunity, looking for it. No, it's saved by Carter here. Pryle looking to get away from Chase. Hollywood with it. Steps back. Sticks collide onto that puck. And it's held back by Pryle. Pryle winding through. Zuck's in front again. They will need a great game from JP Zuck tonight if they want to win this one. So far, they're getting it. Platoon swap for the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation here. We're going to face off to the left of Zuck. Face-off goes the way of JMGF for now. Back by Redmond. Redmond gets through a couple defenders here. Trying to weave this behind the cage. Held back up, and Cross could not get that in. Ritter taps it through. CHB back with Sternhill. Held on by Karsic, and now with Ritter. Ritter crossing in. They stay on. Ritter shots it in, and he scores! Tie game! A player who has not gotten enough love, Logan Ritter, scores again. He has been a fantastic player in this Jersey Pro League. And great work by him to get that puck through the back of the net. You've got a tie game with 2:33. Logan Ritter really took this puck himself needed just a little bit of space, and there are not a lot of players in the Jersey Pro League that can get a puck past Matthew Carter that way. Cross back with it, so 2 unanswered by this squad. They have been in this scenario before. They had a game earlier this season where they did the exact same thing they're doing now. They gave up 3 unanswered after being up 2-0. They ended up winning that game by a few goals. So we'll see if they can kind of have a similar story arc here. For the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation, so far dealing with a tie hockey game against CHB. Winding all the way around the cage, almost stuffing that through, but Zuck gets in front. The agile netminder. And that just does not get connected. Cross. Back near the middle with Peter Cross. Ganella. Winding around the corner. And Cross will work this through. CHB. It's their physicality on the puck that has really allowed them to play so well so far. This puck gets sent all the way down for an icing with no cake and 1:22 left on the clock in a 2-2 hockey game. Jersey Pro League giving you some entertainment and some action in game number 1. Again, you've got another game slated to start at 8:45. We'll see if that starts exactly on time. But this game, I think you can just take me away to this game all you want. Jones working back near the point. Back at the top to Stiles. Stiles shot in and saved by Zuck. 1:12 left to go in the first period. We get a face-off to the left of Zuck. Very entertaining night for the Jersey Pro League. And if you're deciding to spend your night with us, you made a great decision so far. College Hockey Buzz with Spencer Sternhill. Jostle for it on the far side. This expiring clock, this gets us down to under a minute. CHB player trying to find this through the slot. No one there for it except for Giederman on the JMGF side. Giederman gets it between the legs. Giederman with a shot, and Zuck's able to just get enough body on it and then covers it up with 39.5. It's only period number 1, just to remind you. Get a face-off again on this side. Been a number of face-offs in front of Zuck. He's trying to deal with it again. CHB. They've done great work in transition. Both of their goals scored in this manner. Holzapfel shuts it in on Carter. He's in front of it. And streaking down the ice, Clayton Proyle, or Frascone. Frascone with a shot. Top shelf ripper. No, they say it's inside. Rebound chance. They score! I think Zuck might have thought he scored on the first shot. And a rebound for Edmonds. And Gavin Edmonds tags it in. It's 3-2. 14.8 to go in the first period. And a late first period goal for Gavin Edmonds. Just wide open chance. It's the second time we've seen a goal in that manner. There's been one by either side as Stiles holds it through. Both Frascone and Proyle have yellow helmets. Obviously, the Michigan Wolverine one is much more distinct. Stiles back with it. And that'll expire the first period of action. 3-2 is your score after a Gavin Edmonds goal to make it 3-2. What a chance. 3-2 is your score. Plenty of goals in this first period of action, but College Hockey Buzz has not seemed like they're worried about the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation being a dominant team. They're playing right there with them. So we'll see if they can continue to do so on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. We'll be back in just a couple of moments. We're back here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. I'm John McCooch alongside you for this one. 3-2 score as the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation gave up 2 unanswered goals. But then they responded with about 14 and a half left to go. Hollywood back with it, sends it inside to Zuck, and Zuck will get on top of this puck. So he's played solid. Gave up a rebound goal on a breakaway chance. We'll get a face off to his left, back over here. Sekowitz back on the far side as he dumps his puck all the way down. From their own blue line, it'll be an icing. Goals have come from Peter Cross, Hollis Humphreys for the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation in their first 2, and John Meehan and Logan Ritter with the next 2. Gavin Edmonds got the assist on the shot from Alex Frascone. Scordley will take this first face-off. He'll be back in the defensive zone. Sent on in. Sekowitz will hold on. Back with Glide. Glide's got Meehan to his left. Sends it over to Meehan, and a chance sent in. Couldn't get that cleanly on. It'll make it an easy stop for Matthew Carter. 14-19 left to go in this 3-2 hockey game. Second period of action here on BSB. He's going to face off with Glide. Scordley trying to get this through. And we're looking for a streaking Prile. D'Argento. Therefore, now he's still got the puck. Gets us all the way to the top, back to Karsich. Karsich with a shot, and Carter in front. He'll squeeze. And Matthew Carter, continuing to play solid, gave up a couple goals in the first. But he's been in position. He's only faced 10 shots so far. Zuck has faced 16. On the skates of D'Argento again. Circle chance sent in. That's a bit wide. And Hollywood will be on top of this puck. Trying to head in towards Zuck. There's 2 bodies there for him. And CHB will recover for now. No, it's back with Hollywood. He'll tap it. And JMGF will look to recover again. That shot sent in and wide again. Stiles back behind. Hollywood looking with it. Trying to backhand that. And he just went off of the cage. Hollywood with it. Sent in. Scorley. Shot. No, it's off a body. Zuck went all the way down. They'll clear this. CHB will try to get some changes come on, and Ritter will come on for College Hockey Buzz. Back with Scordley now. Ritter looking to cause disruption. Ritter with a good spin to get around a defender. 3-on-2. Shots it in from Ritter. They get saved, gets sky high. Smith will keep it on for CHB. It's held on near the far side. Just falls on down, so JMGF will get a break and recover. Just too far on that pass, though. We're looking for Ganella. Ganella with Holzapfel. Tap back around. CHB just trying to, again, clear this puck away. They've had their moments where JMGF kind of gets some extra time, and here they go again. A lot of disruption, this time by Evan Redmond, who scores goals aplenty. Redmond shots in, and that's poked. So the shot goes a bit too high in the cage, and CHB on it for now, and now Redmond back with it. Redmond has Ganella, sends a shot in, and it's inside on the post. No, they say he does not score. They'll say he doesn't score. We might need the BSB super zoom for that one, but it's on the inside of the post. Now back with Ritter. Ritter looking through. Chance in, and that's outside. So JMGF back to recover. Evan Redmond crossing in with Ganella. Ganella trying to get this between his legs. Ganella trying to break through, can't do so. Now it's back with CHB. Logan Ritter at the top. Ritter sent in to Sternell. Backhand opportunity. No, Carter's in front of it. Offensive connection coming through for John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Redmond from the circle. Shot deflected, out of play. So we'll get a face-off. Both teams, there's a different kind of aura in the air about this one. It's 11:33. It's a physical hockey game within reason for the JPL. There's just some extra gasoline in this game. Bit of extra juice. Back with it to Giederman. Giederman trying to bounce this around with Styles now. Looking with goal. That puck is intercepted. Giederman's back defensively, so this will be tough, and he will hold on to the puck now as it gets sent right to him. But Styles will hold on with DiGeronimo. Both teams playing patty cake with the puck, it seems now. It's back with Frascone. Frascone trying to create some space. Styles ends up getting that poke. Styles sends that through. Zuck's almost there for it. Yes, he is. Saved by JP Zuck. CHB able to clear this out. It's held back by Spencer Sterno. Sterno gets past Styles. Spencer Sterno with a shot. That's poked by Giederman. Working around by the corner, and that's just outside. Styles hanging on. Back with CHB. Almost a shot's it in. Now there's a chance, and no. Not enough on that shot. It's held up in the corner by College Hockey Buzz. At the top, shot, saved by Carter again. Karsic will weave this around the boardings. Styles first there for the puck. And he will backhand this all the way to Edmonds. Edmonds, who already has one today. Back with Frascone, the duo that scored the last goal. Changes on for both teams. Bit of a 3-on-2 in the offensive zone. We'll see if JMGF can take advantage of some changes here and some unmarked players, and no. A long stretch without a goal to start this second period of play. In terms of the quality of pucks, sometimes that's a good thing. CHB just grinding hard. Colin Helkowski gets this in front. Poked out by Carter. Sent in on Carter again. Another chance and another chance. Carter's in front again. Matthew Carter standing on his head. Matthew Carter. This is hockey. Right in front of Hollywood. And Humphreys holding on. Chance sent in, deflected. Matthew Carter, you are unbelievable. And he'll come out and get it himself. Get this away from me. He's got like 5 saves. We counted 5? That's impossible. Karsic. There's more Carter saves than Carter albums. Back over to Hollywood. Hollywood looking through. Trying to wrap this around. Good pass. Shuts it in, saved by Zuck. He can do it too. Goggin back around to Hollywood. And Hollywood winding in, trying to send another pass. And a dangerous chance. More of a dirty chance. Just a scrum for the puck. Not much to do for Zuck. 8:25 left to go in the second. And Carter, I understand. You'll take the icing. Do we have the replay of Matthew Carter being the best goaltender in the JPL? Yes, we do. Matthew Carter just faced shot after shot. And it was kind of a disruption, right? Because they didn't clear the puck. That forced chance after chance after chance, just trying to jam this puck in. But Carter, I don't know what to even say about that. That is fantastic. Scorley tried to just tap that puck out of the air. But Carter, welcome to Instagram Reels, my friend. Hollywood taps it over to Scorley. They're back in the neutral zone with Odell. And now CHB trying to work again against Carter. Looking to tap that pass, and just a bit too late. Now another chance for Odell. And guess what? Carter gets another save, and another save! Matthew Carter! Stop it! This is ridiculous. Holzapfel sends a shot in. Carter's there again. Matthew Carter. 7:46 of the second. If we have a replay, I will never say no. Matthew Carter does it yet again with grace and whatever you can use attributes for. And I believe that's the old one. We'll see it again, though. I will never reject seeing that again. But he has been fantastic. It's a 3-2 game. It really should be a 4-3 game, but Matthew Carter's in the net. Matt Goggin gets this over towards Ganella. Back in front to Redmond. Redmond makes a pass. Now back to Redmond. Tic-tac-toe and then some, but it's saved by Zuck. That was more checkers than tic-tac-toe with how many moves that took. Redmond back over. Now chance through the circle. They are moving this puck with speed and efficiency, but not enough for a good shot on goal. And now that gives an opportunity for Logan Ritter. Ritter's got Meehan out for the shot set in. Almost a rebound opportunity. Now back with JMGF. The speed of play continuing to tick up here. And a good disruption. Now back with College Hockey Buzz. Desperately looking to tie this game. But they have Martin Brodeur to deal with. Logan Ritter sends a shot and they score! Ties it up and they finally break Carter. Ritter on the finish. And that is just fantastic puck movement. Carter made some of the best saves that we've seen in the JPL this season. But some great offense working down the other way, going against Carter, makes it a tie hockey game. Got Redmond at the faceoff. This game has lost all control, but that's a good thing. Back over with Cross, trying to work this back behind himself, can't do so. So we got a 3-3 game. Back behind the cage now, working through, and that is saved by Zuck. Here comes College Hockey Buzz. Looking to upset the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation to give them their first loss all season. Garcic, shots in, no rebound chance here, it's cleaned up. This is a team that you thought would be against the wall, but they have been fantastic. Shot sent up top, no, just misses the cage. Bit too high, just a bit outside with 6 minutes left to go. Almost tapped that through to Garcic, and Stiles is on it for JMGF. Edmonds with Redmond. Redmond trying to get this back to Edmonds. Can't do so. So Logan Ritter, if I'm not mistaken, has scored his second goal. Yes, he has. So JMGF now needing to respond again. Pryle wrapping this through, and what a good piece of puck movement. Another one. So now it's 4-3. It was all started by some great stuff. And this squad responds, makes it 4-3. So again, every time this John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation has faced a dangerous situation, they find a way to respond. Gold. Nice pass and a shot saved by Zuck. Zuck's right in front of it. So CHB will have to look to do something yet again. Holzapfel. That pass is intercepted. Only one man back for CHB. Frascone with it himself. Spin pass, back around, shuts it in, and they score! Back-to-back goals for the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation, and that is Dylan Stiles. Sacred Heart player makes it 5-3. So just when College Hockey Buzz had all the momentum in the world, doesn't matter. This is still the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation team. They can suffer it all and still respond. Gold. Looking through. Gold shots it in. Zuck's in front again. Goes out to Spencer Sternell. Holzapfel again. Hudson Krenkel. Shot from the slot. No. And Matthew Carter can also juggle, apparently. Matthew Carter, that puck kind of got sent up into the air, and he caught it off of the bounce in midair, took it out of the sky. And we have done it. We have worked through our technical difficulties as we always do at BSB. Everyone's doing a great job, as we always do. Back near the circle with Edmonds. Edmonds. Almost another beautiful piece of offense, but now Mason Sternell might have some chance. Does he have the quick skates to get down the ice? Shot set in, and he's not going to get past Carter, or will he? Rebound opportunity. Carter's in front of it. Find the puck. Yes, they do. Now JMGF with numbers. Here's Goggin. Goggin. Back to Scordley. Scordley trying to get that pass to connect. No, was looking for Pryle. Jones on the far side. Jones, shot send, that's high, and goes on to the netting and out of play with 3:45. He tried the turnaround pass and almost got it done with enough momentum. So a 2-goal game. This was a tie game after a great goal by Ritter. Ritter's got 2 for CHB. But JMGF has done everything they could do and then some to respond in this game. Back in front. Another chance in transition for College Hockey Buzz. Their transition play has been kind of thing to notice #1 in this contest. Hollywood back to Pryle. Pryle winding through and taps that. Thought Hollywood might have been there. Stick taps galore. Helkowski has Karsic. Helkowski looking, tried to get it to him. DiGeronimo trying to recover this puck. And it's still in that zone. It's sent into the neutral zone now, and now Pryle. Michigan and Hollywood. What a combination. Shot sent in, and there it is! 6-3. The duo of this team connects yet again. And Humphreys taps it in. So we'll see it as Pryle and Hollywood, who have connected time and time again in the history of the Jersey Pro League and their time through it. Good drive and good position, and Humphreys with goal #2. And now they're going down the ice yet again, this time with Scordley. Trying to spin around, almost. But he was driven under by CHB. Marquez looking. Marquez with it. It's back with Pryle. Pryle on the far side. He's got Hollywood again looking for a hat trick. There's Humphreys trying to tap this through. And if we know anything about him, he's going to think about that Hattie. Shot sent over. Zock able to just juggle it and hold on. So CHB down by a few goals. We'll see if they can rise above this and tie this hockey game at some point. And see if they can save today. 2:25 left in period #2. CHB trying to get this puck out of their side. Can't do so just yet. Gatorman looking to feed, and Zuck taps it on. We almost hit the 2-minute mark left in the second period of action for you. But it's been a great one. But the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation is now starting to look like the team that is 5-0. Against the College Hockey Buzz team that so far has, if you've had any doubt about their schedule and who they've played so far, this is a great team. And there is a very good reason why they're 3-1. Odell, back to Ritter. Ritter, who's been a star. Thought he might have opted for the shot, but gets it back to Gly. Glyson is shot in, and he scores, and there it is. College Hockey Buzz is not going anywhere. CHB will cut the deficit. And a goal from Gly, the TCJ Lion, cuts it to a 6-4 game. Went right down. Ritter was able to just get this puck back to him. And a nice slot shot, and he scores. So it's 6-4. As the in-arena scoreboard is finally updated for us. Thank you. Redmond working through. Shot sent and rings off of the post. Might have been the crossbar. It's 1:15 left in the second. This is a team that will never leave. They stay in every game that they play in, this CHB team. Working. Ganella trying to tap this in on Zuck, was crossed, but no. Ritter falls down. They were looking for him, but he had already fallen. I believe in the fallen. Ritter just can't connect. Odell. He's going to get that off of his skate properly. But now the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation has all the numbers in the world here. Back with Redmond. Another tap. Looking for Redmond again. Shots it in. It's saved. Cross with 42 seconds left to go. Trying to wind this back to Stiles. Stiles on their side now. Dylan Stiles, who scored before. No, it's intercepted. Taken back by Logan Ritter, the star of the CHB team. Just got an assist before. Almost had some fancy work, but no, it's saved with 21.8 left to go in the second. Face-off will go to the left of Carter. So Carter is, again, has some fantastic saves. He's really stood on his head. But still 4 goals for CHB. This offense finding a way to get it done so far. It's back with Cross. Cross with a nice push in front. And here comes Cross, but a good poke. 2 seconds left. Can they get another shot off? No. And that will do it for the second. A lot of action in period number 2. JMGF got out to a 3-goal lead, but is now a 2-goal game after a Hollis Humphreys goal responded by an EJ Glide goal. Logan Ritter has still played quite well, but it started out with another Logan Ritter goal, Frascone and Stiles before that. But we'll be back on BSB. We've got a great finish coming up, a 2-goal game heading into period number 3. We are back here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting and John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation at a Triple H goal and then an EJ Glide goal. Triple H being Hollis, Hollywood, Humphreys. Working in on Zuck here. One thing about the JPL, the entertainment will not let you down. And no, I'm not a liar about that at all. This has been a fantastic game. 6-4 is your score. 14.5 with Goggin. Third period of action. The final 15 minutes of this one. Live on BSB. Right in front of Carter. Carter gets it out with the glove. Are you kidding me? Matthew Carter. This should be like an 8-6 game, but Matthew Carter has been out of his mind. Just has made impossible saves. And if I'm High Point, I am very excited. Jones with a between-the-legs move and a shot. No, it's saved by Zock. Almost tapped this on through. Jones trying to find Gold here, and Gold back near the circle. It's over to Sekowitz. This is out of play. Working back in. He's back with Goggin. Pryal inside, and that's broken up. Back with Scordley now, and Scordley trying to tap this over. Back with Jones, and Jones facing pressure from Sekowitz. Pryal. Working. He's back with Jones. And Krankel. Krankel. Couldn't crank it over. Jones. Back with Hollywood as Colton faces some pressure to the face. Backhanded opportunity in there. No. And now it's Scordley. Scordley Scorley working through, but that is broken up by Meehan. Trying to chase his puck, but Carter's in front. He'll just kick it over, and Carter working with a stick now. He's got to get back in position. So far, he did. They had a pass to Meehan. Didn't opt for it. Smith with a lift. It was almost the simplest mistake by Carter, but they were able to clean that up. Found a way. There was just great chance there with Scorley, and that is poked out by Holzapfel. Working through the corner with Scorley. Back near the point now with Gold. Gold. Able to get that pass back over to Scorley. And Scorley will work. And almost between the legs of Pryle. It was between the legs of Pryle. He tried to clinch the puck, but couldn't do so. CHB down by 2 goals. Will need to score quickly, I would imagine. Because, yes, it is still a 2-goal game, and you treat it as such, but it's tough to imagine that John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation will get shut out in the third period. So you need goals aplenty. Back at the top to Scorley. Scorley with a shot. That's off of the shoulder. Back with Pryle. And Pryle. We'll get this back behind the cage now with Hollywood. Hollywood winding through. Almost found Pryle. Another shot sent in. Zuck's in front. And a simple save for him. With 11:32 left to go in our third period. Here in the Jersey Pro League on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. And CHB trying to avoid the same mistakes of the last couple of periods, allowing the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation to out-physical them. They haven't done so far. 11:32 left to go here in this one. Looking for cross, and Holzapfel able to tap that on over. Back with Gold. Gold looking through, and Gold trying to find somewhere to go with his puck. Ganella can't get that on. Mason Sternhell gets that taken away by Stiles. Stiles with some style. Looking for Ganella. No, it's tapped over from Smith. Smith tapping through. Can't find a connection there. Mason Sternhell moving to the other side in the offensive zone, and a shot sent in. Carter sends that away. And Gold gets that away as Smith was chasing. Back over from Redmond. Redmond with a nice move. Some filth from him. Devin Redmond waiting for numbers to come with him. Nice pass back to Ganell. On the paddings, though. Cross can get another shot off on the rebound. Kicked down by Marquez, and Marquez will slow things down for just a moment, but it is taken back away. Jones. Karsich fighting, but Jones back with it. Trying to go to the backhand, can't do so. Couldn't get Zuck out of position. Holzapfel. Winding with Ganella. It's John Ganella. A nice spin on the turnaround. Back with Goggin. Goggin shot in on Zuck, and they clear it out for now. Jones back at the top of the slot with a shot. No, it's too far. Under 10 to go. No goals since this period started. Looking over. It's back. Now it's in the neutral zone, and they got to get back on side. Everyone get back. Tapping this. Trying to stay on is JMGF. But so far, CHB has the puck. Marquez looking for Helkowski. Marquez tries to tap it over, can't do it. Corner play, no. Into the neutral zone with Evan Redmond. Redmond looking back. Chance set in from Ganella. Ganella with a shot. Rings over the post. JP Zuck using the netminder's best friend to save that puck. Looking for Ganella. Redmond with a shot. No, it's saved again. Can't get that back to Ganella. He gets it off the rebound on the boards. Makes a nice move. And Ganella working back to the top, trying to stay on that blue line. Yes, he does. Has Stiles with him, but he keeps taking it himself. Ganella with a chance. It's deflected. Back with DiGeronimo. CHB has not really had a ton of offense just yet. Looking. Back inside now. And they can't handle that on the boards. Gold with it. All the way to the other side. No, it's tapped down by Frascone. They can't make that connection. Back with Gold now. Gold for the point. Passes it over towards the circle. Through the fog with Frascone. Frascone winds and spins back. Now working towards the corner now is JMGF trying to set up a play here. Gold back over towards the other side on the right. Looking through. Now here's Giederman with a shot. That goes off of the skates. A tough block. He's going to feel that one in the morning. He will gingerly skate off. Gets up Gimpy on that one. Helkowski with it. Helkowski fighting through, but Gold's there for it. Can't get that on the stick. Glide with it. Neither team has scored, and we're at the 7:44 mark. This is good hockey. D'Argento looking on here as CHB. It's basically the San Jose Sharks taking on the Calgary Flames tonight when you look at the uniforms, and it's lived up to a game of that caliber. 7:20. Shots it in from Scorley. No. Goes off of the boardings. Bodies have been in front. Now a rebound opportunity, and that is saved by Zuck. There's been a lot of bodies in the defensive zone. It stopped the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation from getting goal number 7. But at some point, CHB is going to have to use that transition offense that they've used for so long in this game. It's been the majority of their goals have been scored in that way. That's how they can break down this defense of the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Just haven't been able to do it in period number 3. This puck gets sent all the way down. Let's say it was deflected. As it was. With under 7 left to go. Sekowitz with the body inside here. Working on the boards back with Smith, and Smith trying to weave this puck around. Looking through, trying to tap this back past Carter. Can't do it just yet. Glide, who scored the last time. Smith can't get that on. Smith keeping this so far in the possession of College Hockey Buzz. Goes off of Hollywood. And now CHB might have a chance here. Haven't had a ton of shots in this third period at all. Sekowitz looking through. Almost tipped on in. Holzapfel, though, not in position for it. And now JMGF looking for what could be a dagger. Jones winding through, and Zuck gets out with the glove. Makes a save with 6:05 left to go in this 6-4 hockey game. And we'll get a face-off. A save by Zuck. Zuck has stood tall. He's faced a healthy amount of pressure. Holzapfel taps his puck off of the glass. Got to get back on side. They do now with Sekowitz. Back to Ritter. Ritter, you want his shot here. Shot sent in. That shot is an absolute laser. Does not score. It's already scored to this one. Now back with Ritter with some space. Shots in and can't get that on the cage. 5:40 left to go in this game. And every time Logan Ritter gets that puck on his stick, you have to hold your breath. And Carter didn't have to get that one. He just missed the cage. He sometimes finds a way to hang on after a shot like that. The mentality is I'll survive. 5:38 with Glide. Holzapfel. Back in front of Carter. Carter standing tall again. The thing about Matthew Carter, I think the truth is that he's a robot. I do not understand how he does these things. Sekowitz back with it. Sekowitz with a shot, and Carter's in front again with 5:18. Back with Glide. Looking now. Shot sent over, and Carter. Another save. Taps that away. Looking through. CHB looking to recover here with Meehan. Meehan getting this back away. That shot is just too high to make any contact with Matthew Carter. He hugged the corner of the post and made it difficult. Logan Ritter, that puck is poked out by JMGF. And now with 4:42 left to go, I'm going to start to bring up potentially pulling JP Zuck. But they've got to keep possession of the puck if they want to even think about doing that. Ganella with a shot, saved by Zuck. Styles. Shot sent through. Saved out by Zuck. This puck is lifted and lofted all the way towards the defensive zone to JMGF, but Gold's there to hang on. Near turnover, now back with Styles. Styles will look to just keep the line moving here and continue to roll time off of this clock with 4 minutes left to go now. Back with Ganella. Ganella trying to complete this pass. No, not just yet. Goes off of the skates. Back on through. Ganella trying to hang on. Styles still causing chaos. Marquez almost there with it. No. Redmond looking for a chance. Can't get that through. D'Argento continues to fight. Despite being down 2 goals, this team is not broken at all. They are still fighting hard. Ganella with a pass back to the far side. And a shot sent in. And Zuck unable to get it on the way. That puck gets sent to the other side of the ice. Back in the neutral zone with Ganella. Ganella spinning around. John Ganella back to Cross, who can't make that connection. Looking through to Styles, and Styles with under 3 left to go. Looking for the dagger for the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Now tapping this one through. College Hockey Buzz is going to have room all by themselves. He's got Meehan with him. Looking through and can't tap that through. Tried to get it to Meehan, but no. Couldn't do it. Trying to keep this on. Yes, he does. So still a chance for CHB in the offensive zone. Krenkel looking for it. Back with Meehan now. Meehan winding through. Marquez facing a tough body from Styles with 2:23 left to go. Meehan with it. Couldn't get that through, and it's cleared. Now John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation with Frascone again. Frascone has been in this position plenty. He has Edmonds with him, and now Giederman tried to offer the pass. It just got off of the stick. So they'll stay in the neutral zone, and this goes to actually the benefit of JMGF. They get to wind some more clock down with 2 minutes left to go. And they have not provided an opportunity to pull this netminder. Edmonds trying to tap this puck on through. JMGF will pass slowly, trying to kill more clock. Couldn't make that connection on the tip-in. 1:38. This late game action here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting, a 2-goal game. A College Hockey Buzz team that has fought a ton. The second-ranked team in the JPL club division has worked their way up to that spot. And Homegrown, a big fan of what's going on right now in terms of second place, saved by Zuck with 1:19. Left in period number 3. And despite potentially losing, they've got a lot of pride. You just hope it's not pride before the fall. You talk about the schedule that they've played. They haven't played a ton of the top-ranked teams in JPL, but they have been proving themselves tonight, this College Hockey Buzz team. With Edmonds. Now looking through near the circle. Tipped over by Odell. Shot sent in, almost tipped through. Zuck's in front again with 1:02. Don't get it misunderstood. This is, again, a fantastic CHB team and a great John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation team that is 1 minute and 2 seconds away from being 6-0 as they continue their great campaign of the JPL so far. They've done a great job all year. But this has been really a big test for them. I thought this was going to be a test for College Hockey Buzz today, and looks like JMGF's been tested. Shots in on Carter, no. And Carter had to make some of the greatest saves in the history of this league just to keep this a 2-goal game. If you don't get 4 highlight reel saves out of Matthew Carter, this is potentially an 8-6 game in favor of College Hockey Buzz. Just couldn't get that to Ritter. Working through the point, and Hollywood would just send this all the way down towards the empty net. Pryl takes it on himself. Clayton Pryl trying to fight here. Looking for, no, can't get that through. Just trying to avoid the empty net goal. And maybe now the 1-goal deficit goal. Looking through. Carter's in front again. 12 seconds left to go. 10 now. Karsic, shot. No, it's out of play. And with 6.0 seconds left to go, I thought there'd be a couple more. It looks like the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation will hang on and take a 6-4 win despite potentially a shot coming here on the faceoff in the here and now. A big win for JMGF that will advance them to 6-0. Homegrown and Synergy tonight. Face-off will just expire. Everything, puck gets in all the way down. And a great battle by College Hockey Buzz. If you were wondering how good they are, they're pretty good. It's pretty obvious. The goals coming from Peter Cross, Hollis Humphreys, John Meehan, Logan Ritter, Gavin Edmonds, and Logan Ritter again, Alex Frascone, Dylan Stiles, and Hollis Humphreys. And E.J. Glein was the last goal. No goals in period number 3. I've never seen that in my life in the Jersey Pro League. We had a great game tonight. It was a great third period, a lot of physicality, but the result, it's what the expectations were. The John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation advanced to 6-0 on the season after taking down College Hockey Buzz, and now Homegrown will get a chance to take second place in the Jersey Pro League with a win against Synergy right here tonight. So make sure to stick around. We got another game on BSB, but that will do it for myself, John McCooch, Dylan Manfrey on camera, Colton Reynolds on Stream Engineer. Stick around for game number 2. We got it for you. Hello and welcome to this broadcast and this presentation of Jersey Pro League Hockey here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. I'm John Matthew, joined alongside you for this adventure between Homegrown Hockey and Synergy Uniforms here from the RWJ Barnabas Held Hockey House in Newark, New Jersey, right next to the Prudential Center where the Devils play their puck. We got a great one here tonight. We got Homegrown and Synergy taking each other on. They're both coming off of a loss. 2 losses and 2 tough ones. Homegrown was holding on pretty comfortably to that second spot in the Jersey Pro League, and obviously now after the loss coming up here from College Hockey Buzz that we just saw before. If you watched game number 1, it was a great one, and you'll get all the recaps and good stuff as all the social media stuff comes out. But also, you got the broadcast right there for you if you want to go back and watch it later tonight. After this one, it was a great one, a 6-4 win in favor of the now still undefeated John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. But now Homegrown has an opportunity. They are 6 points there, and they can go and get point number 8 and hold back on to second place here tonight. In Synergy, a team that has kind of rebounded, has slowly continued to stack wins together. 2-2-0-1, but they have looked really good in all of their wins. They're looking to keep the good times rolling and the good times continue on, and Jake Brown has been a big part of that for them and this squad and this team that has continued to play well. The thing about both of these teams are very evenly spread out teams. Well, you got Jake Brown in net, who's got a .380 goals against allowed average, who's been fantastic, and he's been quite well. Frankie Smith, though, on the other side, has also been great. Both goaltenders rocking the number 31, and both of them continuing to be top 3 goaltenders in terms of goals against average in the entire Jersey Pro League. Jake Brown and Frankie Smith with an .886 and .879 save percentage, respectively. So if you're looking for some good goaltending, you got it last game out of Matthew Carter, but now you've got a great duo. And both goaltenders, JP Zuck played well, obviously, in the last game as well. Of course, he made some fantastic saves. But you've got Jake Brown, who has 147 saves on the season, coming into this one, and everybody is chasing the 230 saves that Demetrios Koulimanis has this year to continue to stack up games and stack up wins, both of these squads. So Homegrown takes on Synergy, and Homegrown has big expectations, and Synergy kind of in a position where they're playing with a bit of house money. They weren't expected to kind of finish number 1 or 2 in the JPL, but they've continued to play well, have continued to improve as the year has gone along, and the best thing about them, they bring a lot of the great vibes in the Jersey Pro League, and that's kind of what they've been able to do in this league. It's been fantastic to watch, and it's been fantastic to be a part of here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. So let's have some fun. Don't drift away just yet. We've got a great hockey game coming up here for you on BSB. 15 minutes on the clock for period number 1. This game will not let you down at all. It's a good one. Synergy and Homegrown, 2 teams in very interesting positions. 2 teams looking to avoid back-to-back losses. And the thing is, one of them will have a back-to-back loss here today. 15 minutes left to go in period number 1 in just a couple of moments. Once we get this face-off and the buckets of pucks still being cleaned out from either side. But the Jersey Pro League has provided some great games for us. We had a great one here today. We've got games all week as well. Then a break does come up in just a bit. When you take a look at next week, we got some good stuff. I believe it's next week the break is, but we'll get some confirmation on that. And obviously all the Jersey Pro League schedules will be there for you, as you can take a look at on the website on the Jersey Pro League. And you can also track all the stats and everything from this game live from the Jersey Pro League website. So make sure to take a look if you're a stats guy like us are in the broadcasting world, because it seems like pretty much all of us are. And we've got a game. Homegrown and Synergy. We'll get things started here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting as John Stone works his way down the other side of the ice into the offensive zone. Nice move from John Stone working on Smith. Can't get it past him, and an early save from Chrome Dome Frankie Smith. 14:40 left to go in the first period, so that expires the first 20 seconds. John Stone, Emmett John Stone gets things going. Another Montclair State guy on this team. So Homegrown, it's one of those things where you got a great team looking to rebound with Swart out. Back to Dempsey. Dempsey with a shot, and Jake Brown's in there for it. But a really talented Homegrown team, again, looking to start playing a lot better. They know they can. They know they're very talented. But will they be kind of playing with a bit of an edge to them, a bit of anger to them? That's yet to be seen from Homegrown Hockey. But we'll see tonight against Synergy. Testa almost trying to get this to a tip-in from Swartout. Can't do so as Thomas Swartout captain of this squad. He's been the captain. Now taken back away, looking to tap this forward to Swartout. Swartout too far from his stick. Synergy still trying to recover defensively here. But Swartout's back with it again, looking to wrap this all the way around, and it gets poked away. Shots in, and that just doesn't get enough on it. Shots it in for the circle, though, and Jake Brown, who will not be wearing his number 31 tonight. He's got the practice jersey on. Must have blown away in the wind this weekend. That'll be a save, and we'll get a face-off. Jake Brown is a Lehigh guy. Played some great puck. We saw a recap of his last game on BSP's Instagram and TikTok. As Synergy will look to get another good performance out of him tonight with Zach Givner sending this puck in. Homegrown trying to work here. Petrelski back on the inside here. Synergy taken away by Homegrown now. Now winding through on the backhand. Jake Brown's able to get the pad on it. Nice save from Brown. Tipped up towards Synergy with Gaynor. Gaynor with a pass all the way down to the other side. Winding through, and Frankie Smith's able to get the pad out for it. Well, here comes Synergy. Good defense from Homegrown, and Homegrown winding through. And here's Thomas. Thomas sent a shot in that saved on the paddings of Smith. Synergy again trying to get some offense going, but Pestrelski will tip this puck out. Looking through, trying to kick this out. Tough play from Gaynor here. Working back on the far side now. Tipped over for Lastra. Lastra can't get enough grease on that shot. Lastra usually a player that can't go wrong, but some things happen. And now you got a bit of a hit with 12:25 left to go. Taken inside by Thomas, intercepted by him. And right into that lane, Pestrelski. Pestrelski looking, trying to tap this forward, and that is just too wide of the cage. Back with Synergy now, and Synergy looking through. Working through the neutral zone. Can't get that through. Back with him in the neutral zone as he goes through the eyes of the Devil logo. Dvorak sending this through, and it's saved by Smith. 11:45. As Smith got rid of it. So no face-off. They avoid it. It's back in the defensive zone now as Homegrown trying to work here. Back with Dempsey, and Dempsey almost gets a hit from Foley. Dempsey and Foley. Back in the neutral zone with Dvorak. Dvorak shuts it in. Frankie Smith gets a glove on it. No hold by him, but it is a save. Corner play here, working through. Sticks out for it. Back of the shot, no. Now a rebound shot, he scores, yes! Stayed on it. And a rebound shot scores, and Synergy opens up the scoring in this contest. It is 1-0 as Michael Tompkins scores. So Synergy staying persistent on the rebound as Dempsey and Foley could not answer the call to duty, and that shot goes in. Rebound chance scores. So good work. As Williams will work around with just over 11 to go, now under 11 to go. Synergy. Back of the point, shots it in against Smith, and Smith will handle it with a glove. With 10:51, this is shaping up to be a physical, nice hockey game, so don't fade away or fade out. You've got a good one. Neutral zone play. Back over. Kosakowski. Working on the near side with Grohe. Grohe gets that puck taken away. If you decided to tune in tonight, you got it made. You got some great games tonight in a doubleheader here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. And obviously a big game for the United States of America soccer team tonight. I'm sure we'll maybe try to catch the end of that live, or we'll see if we can call it live for you. Dvorak holding on in the defensive zone. About 10 left to go in the first period of play. Dvorak The quirk about this Synergy team is they've got a lot of fun energy to them. Now they're winding through the offensive zone, and they can't get that to connect. Back with Loftus. Loftus looking to loft this. Back over to the other side. Circle chance. Shot no. It's saved by Mr. Brown. They'll head back the way. Now for Synergy working through the offensive zone. Seeing if they can make this clean. Shots in on Smith, and Smith will just smack it away. Fighting hard in the corner now. Both corners have some foggy glass as the fog rolls through in the state of New Jersey. And some fog disrupted the ABS at a Cubs game the other day, I saw too. But we're not disrupted on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Thomas Swartout winding through, and Swartout, that's saved by Brown. Loftus gets that puck taken away. Now let's see if Synergy can work quickly. Nice kick pass over. And you've got some wide open spaces. Let's see if they can make the connection. No. It was a good body of work by Eisner-Seabug to make that pass difficult enough to not happen. Loftus can't get this away. Faces the pressure. O'Donnell taps his stick, receives the puck, and a shot. No, that's deflected. A lot of sticks in front defensively for Synergy on that one. Working through near the slot. Pass inside. Brown trying to get on this one. Jake Brown still on it. Yes, it's away. Jake Brown. Some good work so far. O'Donnell with it. Winding through. Backhand chance. No. Brown back with it again. He covers up. Jake Brown showing out tonight so far in the first period. 8:28 left to go in number one. And a quick swap for Synergy. So they'll be allowed to get a substitution in this first period. Synergy holding on to the defensive zone. Winding through. Couple stoppages in this first period. Some slower play, some slower time expiring, but this has been a physical, nice hockey game so far. Now back at the top. Shots it in. That's too far from Brown. As Thomas will hold on to the defensive zone. Taken back by Thomas now. It's kicked up by Loftus, and it somehow makes a great pass to Synergy. Almost tapping that forward. No, now it's taken back by Homegrown, and Homegrown trying to work back the other way. Can't do so just yet, but now Swartout has it. It goes sky high. That was deflected. With under 8 left to go, it'll still be a 1-0 hockey game as Lastra comes on for the captain, Swartout. Faceoff goes the way of Synergy as they look to get this out of their zone. Synergy trying to continue to work here. Working back in the defensive zone. Williams can't collect this puck after a great play by Lastra. Lastra, who just came on the ice for Swartout, so he's got fresh legs right now. Lastra gets pushed all the way back to the neutral zone, and it's sticked down by Synergy. A nice play. But Homegrown, a nice job to recover with Prstrelski. Prstrelski holding here. All the way to the far side. Nice pass by him, and a shot sent in. That's saved by Brown. Another tip-in chance. Yes, they score. It just went through Brown and Eisner-Seabug, who's having a great game. Ties this up at 1. Seabug, another William Patterson legend on this team. 1-1 is your score with 7:08 left to go. And Brown, who's been great tonight, just couldn't get enough of this puck. Got sent in. So in front of that was Seabug. So it's a tie hockey game. You got a good one. That puck crossed the line and they scored. It was a tough one for Brown to get to. Prstrelski has been active on the puck, but now Givner with it. This will go all the way to Smith, who comes out and bounces this, careening off of the boardings. And now Homegrown back with it again. Tough defensive work by Wheeler. Shots in though on Brown. No, that's wide. Wheeler back with it again, tapping this forward, and a chance scores, and that goes sky high with 6:35. 9-6 is your shot total in favor. Synergy. 6:35 left to go. Homegrown. The home and guest. There is no home and guest. You kind of have to guess who the guest is. Williams. Looking for Williams here. Colton just told me that the guest is home. An oxymoron, or whatever it is. That's not possible. If the guest is home, then who is the guest? Lastra with it now. Shot sent in, no. Looking for another chance in front, and Brown's in front of this puck. It's back behind the cage now. Lastra looking. Testa trying to tap this over. And now looking to create some numbers here. This will be a 4-on-3, and they'll be offside. And some frustration from Charlie Dvorak. When you're trying to be avoidant of offside, you have to sometimes you have to tell players, just get out of my way, not be there, because you have to just make sure that that player with the puck crosses first instead of you. Looking back towards the point, looking for a shot to send in, off for the pass instead. Back up to the point now. Surveying, sends this over, and it's taken back by the body of a homegrown player. Now Dempsey back with it. Dempsey looking through, that shot is outside. .5:25 left to go. Way offside. Back with Dempsey. Dempsey's all alone now. Here they go. Here's Dempsey and Brown's in front. But they will score. So Dempsey able to tap that through, and now Homegrown picks up a goal. They hit some fist bumps. Now we get a face-off. They didn't score. They celebrated as if they scored. This is not what you do in the game of hockey. They celebrated the puck getting saved. I've never celebrated my own failure, I think. Oh, well, it's 1-1. So the home and guest are still tied with Johnstone now. So they'll go offside and don't touch the puck. Brown will stick that away. And sometimes if you think you score, I guess you have to fake it. That's what you have to do. If you fake it till you make it, you'll find a way. And maybe the ref will just give you the goal, obviously. I think that's what their plan was. Disruption with 4:30. Trying to work through. No. Taken back. And Brown just on top of that puck. In the Jersey Pro League, usually it's a given you'll get a bunch of goals, but not a ton so far. Only a 1-1 hockey game with 4:22 left in the first period. So both games have really been quite well, but don't get it misunderstood. I'm sure the goals will come in just a bit. If I get that prediction wrong, that's my own disaster, but we'll see. Tip back on the boardings now, and now chasing it is O'Donnell. He'll hold on for Homegrown. Tapping this on, and now it's Swartout. Swartout going all the way down. Opts to pass it behind himself. Now back to Swartout. Swartout looking through, trying to wrap this around Brown. Can't do so just yet. No fake celebration from them. Gainer looking. Shot saved. 3:50 left to go in the first. .343. Back behind. Looking for it. Gets it onto the other side with O'Donnell. He'll kick it up. And now tapped over by Synergy. But losing it again is Synergy. Back with Homegrown now. They'll have some numbers, but they've got to spread out this offense. And the unnamed Magic Man, number 12, trying to collect this puck. Got a couple practice jerseys tonight for Homegrown, and obviously those are not on our roster. Chancing in for the circle, and that's outside. And again, there was a big windy storm, so I'd imagine maybe your jersey was out hanging and drying, and it got blown away. That must have been what happened. That's why number 12 is number 12 and not whoever else it could be. I have a guess on who it maybe could be, but that's bad broadcasting. Shots in, and that's out wide, because I don't see Roman Kirillichev yet today. Looking. Trying to tap this on through. Shot sent in and collected by Mr. Smith. Maybe his jersey is buried in the sand or something. I don't know. We'll see. We got some great content coming out on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. We'll take you behind the scenes and beneath the veil of all we do once those videos come out. So we'll give you a nice video edited by Colton Reynolds. You get to see everything that goes on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. It'll be a fun one. I'm sure it'll embarrass me plenty. Shot sent in, and that's out far. 2:30 left to go in the first. A busy and active one at that, but still a tie hockey game at 1-1. Looking for Williams now, and Williams back with it. So far, the goals have come from Seabug and Tompkins. Synergy. Looking to create some space on this offensive chance here. That's sent outside. Lastra hanging on for Homegrown. No. Under 2 left to go now. Tipping this over is Givner. This puck parades around, and Homegrown will collect. Neither team creating a ton of offense here just so far. Shots are 11-7. Lastra working through. Jason Lastra trying to go against Brown. No! Jake Brown coming out with another save. Gets the tap from Lastra. The respect from your opponent. We'll have to deal with a face-off on this side yet again. Lastra tried to crash and collect the puck, but Jake Brown was right there for it. That puck was left dead on the vine of the green jersey of Jake Brown. Now back with it. Almost as Synergy couldn't collect. 1:25 in the first. As Homegrown looking to recover from a loss. So is Synergy. But Homegrown, with the high expectations that they have for this season, they will need a win tonight. Synergy shot gloved up by Smith as he collects that puck out of the air. And he will hang on. No bodies in front there for Synergy to create the illusion of where the puck may go. So just a one-on netminder chance there, really. With 1:09 left to go, Synergy will get a face-off, and they'll try to kick it over, but Homegrown will now get a rush towards the other way. Dempsey crossing the blue line. Back with Dempsey now on the far side with Foley. Shot over, no. Foley will collect yet again. This puck gets dripped up over. And it's taken by Seabug for now. Seabug, who's got the goal already, again, has also been active on the puck. A big player to notice for Homegrown tonight. 45 seconds left to go in our first period of action. Synergy and Homegrown in a 1-1 game. Johnstone gets that puck ripped away, and Foley will head it back down now for Homegrown. Grohe looking through, back behind with Dempsey. Looking now, a shot that goes right off of the paddings of Synergy right there with 22 seconds left to go. Good job by Homegrown trying to stop a break. Now can Synergy stop a Homegrown break? Yes, they can for now. Foley with it. 12 seconds left in the first period here. As Synergy and Homegrown both hanging on at 1 apiece. Trying to create one last shot. No, they can't. Good body. They'll fall down. An extra shoulder into the boardings there. I hope you two are friends. Maybe not, though. Tie game, physical game, and a tough one at that, as Synergy and Homegrown tied up 1 apiece. We'll be right back on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Back here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting as the physicality will stoke the fire in this game. Homegrown and Synergy playing hard in this 1-to-1 hockey game. Some extra shoulder bumps at the end in the corner. We'll see if that bleeds in to period number 2. Two teams that need a win. That one kicked over by Brown. You got a big thing you don't want to have. There's not a ton of games you play in the JPL in terms of your individual season. You play a good amount, but losses can stack up quickly. It's a nice way for him to slide over with Jake Kosakowski. This puck gets lofted up all the way towards the other side. Almost tipped by Williams, but Homegrown able to recover there. Weaving behind the cage now with Loftus collecting the reception. Loftus back over. And Williams unable to collect that through his legs, though. Back with Homegrown. Cross ice pass to Testa. Testa tipping this on through. It's wide. Swart out trying to get this onto the stick with Charlie Dvorak. The unnamed number 12. Back to Testa. This one kicked over. Back to 12. Shots it in. The assist. Yes, he scores! Thomas Swartout from William Patterson, and the captain scores. It makes it 2-1. And because 12 got an assist, we'll find out who it is. 13:46. As we'll check the stat sheet for you in a couple of moments, but Thomas Swartout able to finish this one. Nice piece of offense by Homegrown. They try to work this through, and that got tipped in. Swartout, the captain, scores. And a good job for them. Number 12 is the usual 13 of Gavin Iachini. He'll be wearing number 12 today. Chance over in front, no. You know what's funny? This Testa worked this through. Last season, Iachini had a jersey issue as well. And none of them are really his fault. At least the last one. They accidentally printed 2 Iachini jerseys, but one was spelled incorrectly. That's a nice move there for Synergy. That one saved on, though, by Smith. Frankie Smith doing usual Frankie Smith things. Looking at the neutral zone now. Crossing in. Looking for a shot. Opts to collect again and survey. Looking towards the slot, no. Piece of something came off on the ice there. Looks like a skate. Skate is done. Potentially, so we'll see how that kind of works out for him. Something broke off his skate. That's why he came off that way. Lastra winding through. Chance in for Foley. Shot, no, that's out far. Another opportunity near the circle looking through. Tipped out by Synergy. So they'll slow this push down. Back with Testa. Testa looking to pass. Out to Foley. This puck goes high. Testa couldn't keep this on and keep it down. Now it's back with Kosakowski as Synergy looks. And when you lose your skate like that, the hockey gods are usually not too sympathetic to you, unless if you brought a spare. It's tough to deal with sometimes. We've had some equipment issues in the JPL. The other day we had Dimitrios Koulimanis have to fix his pads for about 10 minutes. Lastra, backhand chance, and he scores! Daggers it to the corner, and Jason Lastra picks up a goal, and what a strike by him. Homegrown. Now looking strong in this one, as we'll check it out. That is a highlight goal for Jason Lastra. The backhand opportunity in a place where Jake Brown had no way and no chance to collect this one. Just winded through, gave himself enough space, and just pushed it through onto the corner. So nice work. Johnstone. Winding down. Johnstone, no. It's Homegrown. Now down, or up. Homegrown is up 3-1 in a big-time game for them where they needed it. Still plenty of puck left to go, though, in Synergy. Still playing pretty hard. The let-up is not there for them. But Iachini, back to his jersey issue. He had one last year where, again, someone else had to wear a incorrectly named and spelled Iachini jersey, and it very much confused me. Nice move, but it gets disrupted, and now Johnstone will take it himself. Here comes Johnstone looking through, shuts it in too wide. Chance over. Johnstone trying to tip this through. Just doesn't have the space for it. Frankie Smith waiting for his defenseman. He's thinking they'll just watch me drown. They not. They come in, they help him out, they get it done. You cannot leave your goaltender in a wasteland. It's not a good thing. So Homegrown trying to not waste this opportunity, being up 3-1, where they need a win. Now a backhanded chance again. Brown comes out. I think the net might have come off a bit, not sure. Brown will hold on and recover. And he'll actually just get that poked away. Thought he was going to cover up completely. Now Seabug back with it. And Synergy back with Gaynor. Gaynor weaving through. Here comes Gaynor. No, he goes into Smith as well. Not happy about it. So that'll be an icing. Wait, I have reached peak confusion. Because Iachini is on the ice now. I didn't see him before. Iachini's in a 13 jersey. Number 12. Wait a minute. No, number 12 is still out there, although the original assist did come from number 12. But the stat sheets on the Jersey Pro League say Iachini had the assist when it was our unnamed number 12, and now Iachini's back on the ice. So that is not Gavin Iachini. I lied to you all. But the stats do say it's Gavin Iachini. So the Jersey Pro League lies to you all. It is unfortunate. I have forced you to be lied to when I was not trying to. Kosakowski looking down. Frankie Smith trying to get on this one. No, it's some good defense by Homegrown. 9:35 left to go. So the clone of Gavin Iachini trying to recover this puck. Winding through. Swartout with a pass over. Seabug looking through. That shot gloved up by Brown. .9:16 left to go here in this one as Homegrown holds it on the neutral zone. Backhand pass over. Homegrown looking to work with speed. The fake man, the plastic man, if you will, with 9 minutes left to go. That puck is taken away. Homegrown. Again, up 3-1. They've played really well so far. Homegrown trying to bounce this off the boardings. Yes, they do. Back to Swartout. Swartout has already scored in this one. Nice way to get down, but Jake Brown is able to get a piece of that too. Good disruption by this Synergy defense. Backhand opportunity again. Brown's in front. .822 with an icing. So Synergy a bit against the wall right now, but they've got to find a way to continue to do so. Continue to do what they've been doing. I'm sure Synergy thinks that you can't count me out just yet, but Homegrown doing their best to make this team dead and done. It's a dangerous position to be down 3-1. It's a dangerous lead in the game of hockey, as we all know. But we'll see. Homegrown. Winding through. Shot from Swartout. And they score! Thomas Swartout. 4-1. And this lead might just keep the Dogs at bay. They're delivering a dagger against Synergy right now. 4-1, 8:11 left in period number 2 as Thomas Swartout tags in another goal. And a nice rip and a blast from Mr. Swartout. And the captain continues to score. Another goal for him and Homegrown as the Dogs keep rolling. 8:11 in the second. Colin Malooly trying to work here. Synergy needing a goal quickly if they want to continue to stay in this game. It's still a 3-goal lead, and we've seen crazier things happen in the JPL. Has Prostrelski with him. Winding with Prostrelski. Shot sent in, no, and Brown. That's way over Brown. Brown comes out forward, and another save by him. Almost was dangerous work, but with 7:47, he does just enough to get that puck away. It was dangerous, but they got it done. Synergy will have to fight until there's nothing left. Some time. Thomas. Back with it. Maluli. Trying to connect the pass. Lastra. Working this back over towards the point. That puck almost taken back by Synergy. Homegrown with it in the neutral zone is Pastrelski. Tapping this to his right. Looking through. Almost back to Pastrelski. Is Pastrelski working out now? Back in. Maluli. No numbers for him, but he will get this puck down the ice into the offensive zone. He'll cross the line, trying to weave and waiting for numbers. He's got them now. Back with Williams. A shot sent in. Almost a pass. With 7 minutes left to go in the second period. Maluli with it back in the neutral zone, taking some tough pressure from Lastra. Lastra back with Williams now. DeFairs. Tapped in front to Williams, and Williams almost stumbling. Testa. Lastra has Pastrelski and also Seabug. Lastra back with it, spinning around. Winding in, and that is saved. Pastrelski trying to get this puck away. He does, finds a teammate, but that shot is wide. Back with Williams in the neutral zone. As Synergy have not created a ton of pressure on Frankie Smith in this second period. That chance is sent in. Back to Givner. Givner. 5:56 left to go. Working through the neutral zone. Might have to pass behind him, doesn't opt for it. Now he does. Try to change. Now Synergy will just work this out as Homegrown gets a couple changes on. Kosakowski, as this game slows down just a bit in period number 2 with Kosakowski on the near side here. And Synergy, team that had a great opportunity to come out and take this Homegrown team to the edge, is now down 3 goals in period number 2. Tipping this over with Grohe. Grohe all alone. Here comes Grohe. A shot sent in and a save. Nice save with 5:12. Synergy back over. Staying on. Working this puck around, just lost it for a moment. Has to find somewhere to go. They do get it back to the point. Kosakowski's got Johnstone with him, doesn't pass it over. Kosakowski back with it. Works into the circle, backhanded pass, no. 4:43, back with Dvorak. Dvorak back on the far side, over into the circle, and now has chance at a shot, and he saves that one. Smith. And Homegrown will work back the other way. Staying on side is Grohe. Passes it back behind, and that is saved, that shot. Jake Brown will let it go. We'll get the face-off in just a couple of moments here. Synergy and Homegrown looking to deliver me and you a great game, but right now Synergy down by 3 goals. 4:20. Johnstone. Man's got no stick. He's got no stick, and he plays some tough defense. Forces that body to come down. Hands up looking for a penalty, no. Harrison Wheeler, without the stick, is able to play defense. And he'll get his stick back now. Wheeler. It's a nice physicality. No regret about that effort. And when you lose your stick, you have to find a remedy to your situation, and he absolutely did that right there. Good defense by Wheeler. So we'll see what else Wheeler can do. Taken back away. And Wheeler with it again. The man who played defense without a stick. Looking through. Opts for the pass to the other side. No connection. Taken back around by Homegrown. Working back to the top with Loftus. Loftus with a nice move and a nice shot, but it's saved. For Synergy, they have to act now. It's either feast or famine for them, and they really need some goal-scoring effort to come out sooner. This game could get out of hand for them. And so far, their offense has forsaken them. And for Synergy, they were right in the middle of the rankings. It was either C with the top or C with the bottom in terms of the rankings. It's also close right now, and Synergy right now, unless if they can come back, heading towards the bottom. Synergy trying to find somewhere to go. The man in green, that shot is wide. Couldn't connect. DeFairs back in the neutral zone now is Homegrown. Homegrown with Wheeler. Wheeler trying to make a move, can't do so. And this shot total for Synergy has stayed at 9 for a while now. No offense for them. And that might change right here. Yes, it will. Shots in and no, it's wide. Loftus looking around. Synergy back behind. Looking through, chance in and no, it's saved by Smith. Nice save by Frankie Smith. And when he hasn't faced a shot in what feels like forever, he is still locked in and ready to roll. That's the sign of a great goaltender. So good work for him. That kind of mentality is the gift you can't teach. Synergy with Williams. Williams working through from the circle. That puck is tipped away with 2:08 left in our second period of action. And a one-goal outing by Synergy is something that you usually don't believe, but the homegrown defense has kind of been their calling card all season long. They rank really high in terms of goals against total. They've been great. Synergy will have to find a way to get this offense to be fine again. 2:03. Tipped over, given shot, no. Rang off of the cage. Looking. That puck's deflected. Chance for Smith to give up a goal. No. 149. The face-off will go to the right of Smith. Thank you for tuning in tonight to this one. Our doubleheader matchup. It's 4-1 game. Synergy trying to work in the neutral zone to hold on to the puck and create something in the offensive zone. It's pushed forward by Thomas. Seabug holding on to the defensive zone. It's tipped inside by Thomas. Thomas out of the neutral zone now. Back with Loftus. Loftus winding around trying to clear this out of his own zone. This game actually looking very similar to the USA-Belgium game right now. Working through, chance in on Brown, and he will get that on his paddings. What a save by him. Great work as Petrelski tries to come on in. Looking behind. Working towards the slot. Can't find it just yet. Loftus back with it. Shot sent in, and it's wide. Seabug. Back of the near side. 35 seconds left in period number 2 as Pestrelski works. Looking for Lastra. Goes onto the outside now. Synergy trying to get some speed going. O'Donnell. 20 seconds. Looking through. Looking for Pestrelski. That shot sent in and it's saved. With 14, now 13-4 left to go in our second period. After the expiration of the second period, it'll be 15 more minutes until we say goodbye tonight, unless we get some shootout overtime here. But USA-Belgium game right now, 3-1, this one being 4-1. So USA and Synergy are basically in the same spot right now. 10 seconds left to go in our second period of action. Pestrelski, when we get something in here as the seconds expire. Back with Synergy now, they'll just have to hold on to the puck, maybe get a shot off, yes. And Frankie Smith with the unnecessary save. So 4-1 in this slower game here in the JPL, the Jersey Pro League. Synergy with 15 minutes to respond, down by 3. We'll see what they can do on BSB. And we're back here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. I'm John McCooch here for you with this adventure between Synergy and Homegrown in the JPL. Homegrown up 4-1. They are responding quite well from a loss they had last time out. And definitely a game they wanted to have. Low scoring outing for them. I mean, still 4-1 right now. Synergy with plenty of time to work. But now a chance outside, and Brown will hang on. Brown, again, not wearing the 31 tonight, so there is a chance that actually is not Jake Brown, but I haven't heard otherwise. Shots it in, that rings off of the post. Back behind the cage. No, it's taken back. Looking through. And trying to weave around. This bounces a bit, works towards the point. Looking through, Prostrelski. Trying to hang on here. And now Homegrown will look to break back the other way. Jason Lastra working against Dvorak. Jason Lastra. Nice pass by him. It's taken out by Brown. Shot sent over, and that's outside the cage. Stick taps for the old netminder. Can't make that quick connection. Now Testa will send this all the way down the ice. Lastra with a blast, and it's saved. And Dvorak will hold on. And what a way to come out by Brown and go out and get it. It's dangerous action. Dempsey taking over, no. Williams looking to create some chances here. A 2-on-2 for Synergy uniforms. Chance over, and Frankie Smith's in front. Good defense, though, by his squad. Chance now in the slot. Out in, and Smith's in front. He'll get this out again. So far, this will be a great night for Frankie Smith's numbers. When you talk about a goals allowed average. Looking towards the corner. Williams, and this is outside. Great story about another team out here, Mr. Lemon Stickwax, is they did not have their goaltender for one of the games, and if he doesn't show up on time every time, if he's not the first one there, he owes everyone Chipotle. And I hope everyone includes me, because I could really use a burrito right now. 12:34 left to go in our third period of action. You can't go wrong with that. You cannot go wrong with the burrito. Looking in front, no. Back in the corner as Synergy tries to work. Thomas, that puck cannot get onto his stick. Sometimes that happens. Something else on his mind, maybe. Trying to poke this out in front. No, can't do so. And Synergy in a weak position right now. Down by 3 goals, trying to work here. Shots it in for Homegrown, and that is tipped up and lands on top near the bottle as everyone's stick goes high. So this game not written in stone just yet, but right now the world falls away for Synergy as they are down by 3. Homegrown just expiring time here. 11:50. Chance back around. No, taken back away. Here comes Synergy. Synergy faces some tough pressure from Homegrown as that puck gets coasted right over towards the stick of the men in blue. Thomas looking to cross in. Here comes Thomas. Another stick is lost. Harrison Wheeler, hands on the stick, buddy. Another chance over for Synergy. That just crosses the crease. Doesn't go in, but it was just about to. Dempsey, back to Foley. And that just goes over the official. He had to duck down. But Foley and Dempsey couldn't answer the call of duty there on that possession. 11 left in period number 3. If you're a USA fan right now, you're wondering, will it ever end? This 3-1 game that they have to deal with, it's a tough one right now. Chance sent in, and that's around. And usually when a team is down late, sometimes the walls come down and the goals start to come up. But Homegrown has not delivered that outing just yet, the barrage that usually happens in these kind of moments. Synergy defensively doesn't have much to really worry about here. I mean, they have given up only 20 shots, but they've only created 10 in the entire game as they go offside. So if I can remember how to do math, in almost 50 minutes of hockey, they've had 10 shots, Synergy. I can't divide that in my head to get you the per 5-minute number, but it's not many. I guess that would be 2. Maybe. Colton's trying to do some hand movements and try to do some math in my head. And I'm sure you have calculators at home. Swartout. Swartout weaving through. Swartout, a chance here. No, it's tipped over and kicked by the netminder. Back around the boardings. Top of the circle. Back behind the cage. That's weaved around. So, and also, in that same amount of time, only 30 shots total for this game. There should be a 21st shot, actually, but still. So this is not the usual JPL game that you see. Usually this shot total is the first period. Loftus back behind. Now it's Swartout again, trying to kick this over, and a chance for Loftus now. Right in front, that's wide of the cage. And trying to send this pass over, almost taken back by Williams, but Wheeler, who's been aggressive, does it again. Swartout looking behind now. Here comes Swartout. No, it's kicked over. A pass between the legs for absolutely no reason, but why not? Synergy needs some juice. Right in front. No, it's kicked over by Smith with a stick. 9:05 left to go in our third period of play. Synergy is still with this one, and he tried to do the Jordan logo and tap it down with a hand. Couldn't get it. Loftus. 11 shots for Synergy now. The number is creeping up. 8:47. Chance out in front, Swartout. This is at the point with Wheeler. Kicked over. And Commissioner Rauter will have to question the effort today, I think. It's an 8:45 late game, I get it. And now, there's the effort. There's what you've been waiting for. A one-on netminder with Williams. Will he offer the pass? Yes. Chance. Frankie Smith trying to save it. He can't do so. 4-2 is your score. And we have a hockey game again. 8:20. 4-2. You have been waiting with bated breath for another goal. It was a while. 8:20. Let's check it out again. I never thought I'd see another goal. It was one on nobody. Was able to just weave it past Smith. A tough chance. 8:20. So Synergy, the drought, you're wondering, will it ever end? It did. Wow. Lastra, can they respond now? Here's a chance. Yes, they score right away again. So after the drought, they cut it to 2. Homegrown said, all right, I'm going to lean forward. I'm going to try again. And here they go, 5-2. Homegrown back in front by 3. And this was so early, the replay starts right after the faceoff because they scored just right away, this squad. And it was a nice play for Lastra and a good finish. So now Synergy, after you waited what felt like forever to get back to a 2-goal deficit, it's immediately another 3-goal deficit. They fought so hard to get a chance right away. Homegrown. Three on 3, but now after you do all that, you can feel numb after really trying so hard to get out there and get back to that 2-goal deficit. But in the end, it doesn't even matter sometimes. 5-2 is your score. Back with Homegrown, taken away by Synergy. They've got to create some offense. For my entertainment and yours, here comes Synergy, working through the neutral zone. DeFairs. Homegrown back with it. Chance in front, and that'll be covered up. They'll give you another live check-in on USA Soccer, USA Football. So Monday Night Football in Seattle, Belgium taking on USA, and they are leading 3-1. This will be the first time that the U.S. has lost on Monday Night Football. 7:02 left to go. In Seattle, no less. Colton did not like that at all. Not a fan of it. Although he didn't see the Instagram news of Monday Night Football. He didn't see it. I should have sent it to him. My bad. Got to keep him in the loop. Foley, back with it. So Homegrown, in terms of the standings, has a chance now to get to second. This puck almost tipped on through. So Homegrown, again, was the team that was competing hard for second, was the team against the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation, right? And now they'll find their way back to second, but they haven't exactly looked perfect. Have they looked like they can take down JMGF? Well, they did it. They lost to them earlier this year. That's one of their two. So we'll see. This team is kind of one that they usually do. They kind of turn on the Jets near the end of the season, but the end is coming quickly for the JPL. So we'll see what Homegrown's able to do. Right now, they still have a 3-goal lead against Synergy. And no Kirillachev tonight as well, so they're down a man. And this backhand opportunity saved by Smith. A filthy move, but a better save. And Frankie Smith really keeping this game difficult for Synergy. But the defense of Homegrown has been great as well, obviously. He hasn't faced a ton of shots. Sticks are lost. And Givner just hit his own man. He just hit his own man. Friendly fire, not out of self-defense. Shuts it in. Rebound opportunity. No, it's off of the cage. Was right in front. That'll hurt. Hillby's all right. Looking behind. Sometimes you hit your own teammate. You just got to walk away from the sun there. You got to just walk away, act like you didn't do it. It's tough. 5:13 left to go. As I hold my tongue. 5:09. Now it is. 5-2 is your score still with 22 shots to 12. And if you took me a screenshot and covered up the period and told me what period is it, I would guess the first. But it's a 5-2 game with 22 shots to 12, and it's a third period. This game is winding down to a close. A unique JPL moment. Backhanded chance and saved by Smith. Back behind with Loftus. And the mystery man with a chance. Mystery flavor was always the best airhead flavor. Iacchini with a chance now. Taking a stab at it, no. Back across, no. Synergy with Dvorak. Dvorak looking through, and Smith in front again. 4-10. Dvorak sending this out wide, and no, cannot connect there. Testa back with it. And Testa will wrap it around himself as Synergy trying to make a connection, and Thomas can't collect. Thomas receiving the puck now. And gets that ripped out by the defense of Homegrown. And this has been a masterclass of defense for Homegrown Hockey. Tonight is also a masterclass of defense by Synergy against their own team there, but sometimes that happens. 3:37 left to go as well. With Swart out, now taken back by Synergy. Synergy with a chance from Thomas at the top. Here's a shot, no. 15 shots in 57 minutes of hockey. The defense of Homegrown has just really come out to play tonight. Synergy, obviously a younger team as well for Synergy. Playing against a very physical older team in Homegrown, this will happen. Opportunity, Swart out. No. 2:59. As the USA is close to a loss in the round of 16. Synergy close to their third loss of the season of the JPL. What matters more? I think Synergy here. 2:46 left to go. As Williams will tap it to Johnstone. Johnstone might have Williams again, but Johnstone opts for the shot. Rebound opportunity for him. No, good work. Smith is out of the cage, and it dribbles on through as it rebounds and charades off of the netting, and 5-3 is your score. It's not over till it's over. It's a 2-goal game. And I also hate to inform you that Christian Pulisic has gotten injured. We'll see if he's okay. But here's a chance for Johnstone now. Johnstone was able to work off the rebound here, and they were just able to tap it on through. So a 2-goal game for Synergy here. And the last time it was a 2-goal game, it took about 10 seconds for Homegrown to score again. We didn't see the Pulisic situation, but again, we hope that Captain America is all right. But it seems to be a tough night for the U.S. And the stick is broken. A broken stick in the JPL. I know you don't have another one. You'll have to take your teammate's stick. Chance it in on Frankie Smith, and he'll cover up. So he steals a stick. Thomas, there's always some spare sticks, but depends who has them. Somebody just brings other sticks. They're Synergy uniforms, not Synergy hockey equipment. So we'll see if they have another one for him, but he'll borrow one for now. And then he'll take the spare stick, the other guy that gave him the stick. Thomas trying to tap it in front of himself, no. Working this puck in on Lastra, and that was kicked away. Under 2 minutes left to go, and Synergy looks like they got a chance. Now this empty net shots in, and no, that's wide. And icing with no cake, with 1:53 left to go in a 5-3 game. So you'll get a face-off on the other side, and you've still got a chance. Face-off. Go there. Shots it in against Smith. Puck is knifed out. Trying to find somewhere to go with this thing behind the net now. Puck is just sitting there for a moment. Now it's taken back by Homegrown. Still an empty cage now for Synergy as they get the extra attacker on. Trying to get this through the slot. No, Testa's on it. Testa with a chance. Looking. We'll send this on over. So you avoid the icing with that. Kosakowski will try to get in front of this empty cage now. Synergy trying to defend. Backhanded chance. No! He missed it! It went off of that post. Back to Williams now and just can't get that in front of him. 118. Testa will head down yet again. They've got to find a way, Synergy, to get back possession of the puck. They will need 2 goals in a hurry. Testa looking. Synergy trying to recover. They got 6 guys out there trying to find somewhere to go. The official almost takes a beating. Maluli, or they were looking for Maluli. He had it for a moment, shot in by Smith, and Smith puts a stop to the nonsense. 52 seconds left to go. A faceoff will come by him. "52 seconds for Synergy to figure this out, to find a way to score. They are not left for dead just yet. They've got a chance with an extra attacker on as well. Thomas, I might have just sent a blast at some point. Now it's taken away. Prostrelski sends us all the way down the ice. No, it'll be an icing. 42.6 left to go. Anytime someone touches the puck, just get out of my way, they say. They'll find a way. So we'll see what they're able to do. Homegrown, a chance again. This puck lofted up all the way down to the other side of the ice. This is going to dribble just past the cage, and another icing. There has been so much icing. We could open up the BSB Bakery. Homegrown just killing off time in this one. Seabug waits on the bench here. 33.7 seconds left to go. Shot from Synergy. It's lofted up. Here's it out in front. No. And they can't keep this on. And you guessed it. Icing again. Icing, and more icing. 5-3. Synergy still not out of it. Taken back. Synergy trying to work. This goes off of the boardings. 15 seconds still for Givner. Right in front for Synergy, trying to tap this on through. And good play by Smith to just get this out. The lazy stuff sometimes doesn't work in your favor. 4 seconds left to go, and that will just about do it. So no more icing. Gloved up by Smith, and that will do it. 5-3 is your score in an 8-goal game. It took a while for another goal to be scored in the third period. We had a bit of a drought, but it was a tough one and a physical one. 5-3 is your score. Homegrown takes second place in the JPL 4-2, and Synergy falls to 2-3-0-1. That will do it here for us in our doubleheader night of Breakout Sports Broadcasting. I've been John McCooch, joined alongside you for this adventure between Homegrown and Synergy, Colton Reynolds and Katarina Jean. Here for me today on our crew. Fantastic work by everyone involved. Shout out to Dylan Manfred for doing camera for game number 1. But, again, that'll do it, and we will see you another time.